Welcome to my LinkedIn live streaming series. We have a saying in Chinese. My name is XIAO-YU. You can call me XIAO-YU. So for the people who's first time watching this, I am a leadership and intercultural transition coach and a business consultant. For sure, you can find more details about me from my LinkedIn profile and also my website. And thank you for being here. Please feel free to share in the chat window where you are watching from today. And anytime during my sharing, I would love to hear from you through the chat window, how you resonate, what do you think, or if you have any questions, it would be great to hear from you. That's why we're here with the live streaming. So we have a saying in Chinese. This is a series I do on LinkedIn every Thursday, 5 p.m. Central Europe time. I come up live here to share a Chinese saying. It could be a phrase, an idiom, or like a word like today. So my goal is to share the Chinese language, the culture, the wisdom behind, but also together with my reflections and thought around that Chinese saying, but on topics about leadership development, intercultural transition, or simply general personal or professional growth or development topics. Yeah, and so to the topic today. Today actually it's a little bit different. Today I want to talk about a Chinese word. It's just a word in Chinese. It's the team in English in Chinese. The reason I want to talk about this because it has been come up a lot in recent conversation in my coaching or consulting conversation when we talk about team development, talent development, or people strategy, right? How can we build a relationship between the employer and the employees, right? Between the team leader and the team members. So I love to use these two characters, kind of like a metaphor or reflect on the meaning behind the characters to talk about this topic. So I thought it could be interesting to share with you today. And some of you, maybe a little bit background, the Chinese characters, many characters, it has its own story. Sometimes it's like different part of the character means different things. And when you put them together, they create something new, a new meaning. Or sometimes it's just how it looks with some imagination, it's kind of explain itself. So it's actually I think it's very interesting to learn the Chinese characters. Although I have to admit it's not so easy, but it's really interesting once you get into the stories. So let me tell you a bit about the two characters today. 团队, there are two characters, means team in English. 团, the first one, itself kind of we can understand as group, a group of people, a circle of people, or especially like a group of people come together because tuán has this united, come together, the meaning. So you can see the shape of the character. There are two parts. Outside is a square, like a closed square, and the inside is another character actually. The character inside is 才, it means talent or talented people. The second character, 对, we understand here it means team, right? Or we can understand as a line of people, a queue, or people line up in certain way, certain pattern, like organized way. There are two parts in that character. The left part, now it's time to use your imagination, just picture. It's kind of the shape of the left part is like a sign or a flag with the stick, and the part is like a flag, right? And on the right part, that's another character. It means 人, simply people. Again, use your imagination. If you look at the character like this, it's kind of like a person standing there with the legs open and the upper body part, right? So that's the word today, 团队, team. What do I want to say about the character, right? The story behind the character and related to 团队, to the team. Let's start with the first character, 团, a group of people, a group of different people, which is the case in most team, right? People, we come in here into this one group where people share certain common goals and work on something together. That's in a team. All these people, they are inside the frame, the square, right, in the character. And in this case, the frame, the square, it could be a team, could be a company, could be a project, depends on how you assemble a team based on what. The question here I always love to ask is this invisible square, in the character, the invisible square that the company or the team leader created for the talents inside. What is it? What is your invisible square? Is that a stage for the talents to shine, a platform for them to grow and learn, or a safe place for them to be authentic, to be comfortable, to be themselves? Or it is the company policies, right? The disciplines, the rules. We set rules to make sure that the things can run smoothly, the company can operate. Or it is something, the rules we set to make sure everyone is treated equally. Or sometimes the square could be a prison or some rigid framework that limits people, even draining people. So look at the first character, the square with the talent people, the 才 inside. To the employers, right? The people, the team leader or the management team or the business owners. Think about what kind of square you are creating to attract the talent that will thrive together with your business or with your team. And how this square you are building connect you with your desired talent, the people you want to have them in your team, right? Those outstanding, amazing talent. In other words, how can you retain your talent with the square there? And once you figure that out, the next part is how can you translate the message behind your square and deliver the message to the talents that you want to reach out to. And on the other side, now we switch the role to the job seekers, to the people, the employees, the team members in an organization, the talents out there, the talents in the square. How can you recognize what is the square that your company or your team is offering or building for you? And how can you make sure choose the right one that you can thrive and you can build on, right? So that's about the first one. And between all these, try to get the clarification and everything, I would say one quick thing is communication matters for both sides, because no matter for the employers or for the employees, I would say first, look inside, look inward, what matters to you and what's your priority or what's your value. And then be open-minded to understand the other side. And then the last step is to explore if you are a good match, right? You want to be the talent inside that framework, inside that square. And this is just a start, because if you look at the character, the first character, the square outside, it's a closed square and it's very solid line. It's not like with open end or with like a breaking point, because it is also like a solid foundation for your continued growth or development together. So continuous effort are needed here to maintain and reinforce this square. It's just like you see in the character there. Okay, so before I go in the second character, let me see, I see we have Yao from Munich. Good to see you again, Yao. And also we have Stephanie. Stephanie said, it's so good to see you thriving, my dear friends, my dear 朋友. Very good. And keep going this way. I follow you. Thank you. Great to see you. Thank you for being here, Stephanie. Yeah, we should definitely get in touch later on. Yeah, I will make sure. And also, Alessandro, just come in the perfect time. Good to see you. Awesome. Now let's continue to talk about the second character, 对, team, a line of people. Remember what I said in the beginning. The left part is a flag or a sign, and the right part is 人, people. How about this one? It's I want to talk about something for the team leaders, because the flag or the sign is just like your leadership presence. We talk about all the time, right? The presence about how you show up as a leader, and even how your influence stay there, how your impact stay with your people, even when you are not there, even when you are not present physically. The question is, thinking about this flag, right? What kind of example or role model you are setting for your team? Are you making yourself available to mentor or coach people when they need you? Or are you leading and empowering the people in your team, right? What kind of role you are playing in the square building and the communication part, the one with the first character? And here, if we think about the right part of the character, the 人, people, there are many things actually I can talk about the 人 part, because team, right? When we think about team, it's all about people, because without people, we don't have a team, right? And here, the people I want to say is everyone in the team, the leaders, but also the team members, from the top to the bottom, everyone. So among many great insights about this, I have one thing I want to emphasize today is, as important as try to integrate and being part of your team, follow your leader, follow the sign, the flag on the left, right? And try your best to contribute to the collective wisdom to build the dynamic of the team. You also want to remind yourself that you are a human and you are an independent individual as well, just like the people in the team, the 人 standing there. So always remember, self-care and self-compassion are important, no matter which position or what title you have. And again, communication matters. Communication is really important here. Be open to communicate and share about what you need and what you want, how you see yourself as part of the team, and how you want to grow together and grow from, build on this team, right? Because all the leadership start with self-leadership, and for sure follow with the continuous learning and growth. With that said, also kind of come to the end of my sharing today. These two characters, really today I only shared with you very little part about the deep meaning and how we can reflect from the meaning or the shape of the character. It's very interesting. It can really apply to different kind of situational scenarios, or when you play different kind of roles in a team. And sometimes, with the challenges in talent management or talent retaining nowadays, team building, how can we build people together so we can grow all together? Think about the two characters, develop some of your own, even your own reflections from what I shared today. And I hope you enjoy the sharing. Please, anytime you are welcome to share in the chat window, or if you are watching the playback, I know many of you do, please share in the comment, how you resonate, what you think, and how it inspired you. So that's come to the end of my sharing today. Thank you everyone for being here, and I will see you next Thursday. So always make sure Thursday, 5 p.m. Central Europe time. And if you couldn't make it on time for the live streaming, make sure to sign up so you can have the playback in your feed later on. And let me see, we also have Somaya here from Frankfurt. Great. Thank you, everyone. I will see you next week.